everyone, it's Kino here in Copenhagen, Denmark in beautiful yoga mudra. And today I wanted to share with you a really easy technique to help you build the strength that it takes to eventually learn to drop back and stand up into Urdhva Dhanurasana. Now this movement is appropriate for people at all levels because what you can really work on is stopping, is building the strength it takes to really do the movement and then stop before it's really too challenging or past your comfort zone. And over time you'll build the strength to get into the movement. So you want to come, to the relative front of your mat, and then you want to stand with your feet hips width or slightly wider apart. Now the strength in back bend comes by pressing into the power in your legs. So you want to press into the thigh muscles, send the pelvis forward, press the thighs firmly down, and make sure the heel stays contact with the ground. Suck in the low belly and suck in the pelvic floor. Then bind your thumbs and press into the sacrum. Send the pelvis forward by pressing into the sacrum. Lift the spine up out of the pelvis. Lift the lumbar spine. Use the back muscles. Lift the rib cage. Use the back muscles. Roll the shoulders down the back, broadening the collarbone, and let the head hang gently in the shoulders, and you're going to hold that position for 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Send the pelvis forward, lift the spine up and over to come all the way up. If that was okay, then you know you're ready to move on. I'll show you the step to move on. Pelvis moves forward, straight leg, thumbs into the sacrum, shoulders roll down the back, lift the lumbar spine, lift the rib cage, and now, after you drop your head back, you have to feel really comfortable here. Like you could talk, you could breathe, you could hang out. Then support your spine with the back muscles and hands in prayer, head back. Hold this position for 5 breaths, and then inhale, lift the spine up and over the pelvis, keeping the space that you created. If that was okay, then you're ready for the next step. If that wasn't okay when you took your hands into prayer, if that felt, crunchy or painful in your lower back, take your hands right back to your sacrum and stay there. So here we go, building it all up again. Pelvis moves forward, sacrum moves forward into the pelvis, lift the spine up, lift the spine up, lift the sternum, shoulders roll down the back, and get nice and cozy here, then nice and cozy here. Once this is comfortable, bring the hands towards the head, keeping the elbows together, and stretch the palms out over the top of the head. You want to hold this position for 5 breaths, pressing into the base of the big toe, keeping the butt soft, and you should feel a nice stretch along the front of the body, hands in prayer, all the way back up. When you can do that movement and you can see your mat and you're comfortable through that whole movement, you know it's safe to drop back. But you want to be sure that you can breathe the whole way and that you don't rush the movement. If you feel pain when you raise your hands over the top of the head, go back to hands in prayer. Stay there for a month or 2 or 3 or a year and let your body build the strength slowly. If when you took your hands into prayer there's pain in the lower back or crunching sensations, take your thumbs right back to the sacrum and work on building the strength to support the movement. When you're working in back bends, you want to avoid any crunching or pinching or sharp sensations in your vertebrae, in your spine, and the joint capsules. So if you feel that and you're in the back bend, don't push harder, come out, readjust. That's an indication that the alignment isn't healthy, the technique isn't there, or that the strength or the flexibility isn't there to support the movement. So in other words, you're not ready to go deeper. You should back off and work on strengthening and steadying where you are. If the muscles start to stretch and pull, like the thigh muscles stretch, you feel pulling sensation along the muscles or that the back is working and it's the muscular sensation, you can proceed as long as the alignment is healthy and you're comfortable with what you're doing. So good luck and stay with the practice, stay patient, and it will come.